Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good morning, and thank you for joining me for today's episode. A few weeks ago, I got a new figure in from Ram Treasures, and I've been putting this review video on hold until I completed the Nakatuni Terrors. Excuse me. I was actually supposed to get this video out last week, but it took me about 8 days in between submitting the episode series 7 to series 8 episode of the Nakatuni Terrors. So this is a very late entrant into the review. As I said, it's been out for about three and a half weeks now, but I did pick this up immediately and got it a few days later. And we're going to be talking about, from Ram Treasures, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. One of the first things that stands out to me, and I think this was absolute brilliant advertising for Ram Treasures. Now, I've always been big on giving credit where credit's due, and not creating these breakable resin style shears, but actual rubber shears. This figure can fall off the shelf a million times. You never have to hold your breath thinking that maybe the scissors broke. So that is huge. I absolutely love the fact that they created rubber shears. First and foremost, that alone means everything. Secondly, rubber, good, strong. I like it a lot. Paint scheme, nice colors. You kind of keep that zebra look to it. So, I didn't recognize this paint scheme. I've never seen this in my life. So I did kind of look up Brutus Beefcake and kind of go through all the different images. And yeah, I think it was 1987 or so when I did see this particular picture of this particular design. So yeah, this color scheme or this outfit was something he actually wore. Because it's only like straight silver here, I don't know, I kind of feel like I would have rather had this filled in all the way, blue and black all the way through. But then, he's so used to wearing like those little nets, those little mesh openings on the side of his pants. So that kind of makes sense. Is it possible they could have created some kind of mesh look here? Maybe. It looks nice. I was kind of torn. Did I want to look at this figure as its stock photo, which again is very nice, good detail. I also thought about your Series 3 Hasbro and getting the black and white zebra pants version. To me, I thought that would have been incredible. But the thing I was leaning towards the most, if I didn't pick up this original stock photo version, is the Mega Maniacs color scheme. That is such a solid figure. I kind of decided to go against it and keep with this scheme because, yes, I do have Mega Maniacs Hasbro Brutus Beefcake, so that should technically be fine. My buddy Rob, he also got me the Mega Maniacs Galoob version of Brutus Beefcake. So, did I really need one as LJN as well? Technically, I guess I do have one or two of those already, and maybe at some point I will go over and, you know what, I won't. I'll actually hold off on it, and I'll actually do a short after this video, and kind of, may not exactly after this episode, but I'll do a short, and I'll show off the different Brutus Beefcakes, who did it best type of deal. Now, those are some of the absolute positives that I love about the figure. Good color scheme, solid rubber, fantastic accessory, great overall look. You got like the little mullet going there and everything. So, very Brutus Beefcake. Love it. But, when you compare him to the original Brutus Beefcake, he's got an almost identical pose to an extent of the original version. I mean, he doesn't have no thumbs up like the original version, so that's something. But look at that. When you mirror them, almost hand-to-hand identical. Do I hate it? No, it's not bad. The original Brutus Beefcake kind of looked like a Jay Leno or Sean Penn. His color scheme was, relatively simple. So I do like the upgraded color scheme to the pants. They didn't even give him any mesh opening. I think the little black dots on the side were supposed to represent the mesh opening on the side of the pants. Because you'll notice that there's really not a whole lot or anything on the back for the most part. Shoes, I think I like the original shoe design a lot better. But still, overall look is quality. Now, because when they made figures like Greg Valentine, when they made figures like Brutus Beefcake, they made them exceptionally tall. Paul Orndorff, exceptionally tall. These figures are in size comparable to that of Andre the Giant. So when you look at the Dream Team as opposed to like the British Bulldogs, the British Bulldogs are like tiny in comparison. They're like very small figures. But like Greg Valentine and Brutus Beefcake, they were like super big. So a little bit more proportionate, I think, to your regular LJNs. Obviously, you see the difference. And again, that right there, that's the Brutus Beefcake hair that, I know. So kind of seeing him with like the short hair version, it looks weird. I think a lot of kids who grew up in the 80s and had Brutus Beefcake, who are fan favorites of Brutus, and had this figure, used it a lot, loved it, I think they would still get a kick out of this. But question is, like, if you're an 80s kid, right, and you have a preference, do you want to go out and get a Brutus Beefcake LJN original for like $10 off of like eBay or Mercari or something, or do you want to spend $130 going for a custom through Random Treasures? That's a toss-up. I gotta give Random Treasures credit. They did a beautiful job on this figure. And I kind of feel like it's worth it, but everyone, to each their own. Everyone's not going to feel the same way. I'm pretty sure those that had this as a kid love this a whole lot more than this. And, you're basically utilizing the same type. So maybe in one regard, I would have liked to see a completely different and unique figure. But to fans who had this and love this figure, maybe they appreciate the fact that it's got that same pose that they're used to playing with. So, Brutus Beefcake, Random Treasures, most recent item for sale. I do recommend this figure, as a matter of fact. Very solid work. And what do I say every time I get a new acquisition in off of eBay, Mercari, purchase one of these Random Treasures off Etsy or something? It motivates me and inspires me. It makes me want to go back and redo a third My Favorite LJN tournament. I think if I did something like, if I removed my incumbent winner, the man that's won both my original tournaments, maybe that would make things a lot better. Because that would give more opportunity for other people that would have lost to that character otherwise an opportunity to move forward. And give a new figure an opportunity to win that match. Is Brutus Beefcake a potential champion? I always say it depends on who faces who when. I think this could be in the top 50. Now you might say, well, top 50, that sucks. But realize I probably have close to 300 figures, so 50 is not bad at all. But yeah, one last kind of comparison between your two figures. Original compared to custom. And you're not cutting up anybody's. It's all original rubber work and whatnot, so it is a beauty. Alright guys, that is today's quick review on the newest LJN acquisition. Any comments, questions, please feel free to reach out. I like to respond to every comment as much as I possibly can. And until next time, thanks for watching, guys.